little bit hot,
Okay, I got it.
but
It won't this
no
time.
worries.
Well, I don't want you to be scared
You scared? Go to church.
by a dog. Scared of the big
This is my
dog. Stay on
church.
the porch.
Into a dome.
It is your temple.
Clipper Nation, what up? We got Big Bro back.
Yo, Clipper Nation. What's good with it? Yo, yo.
We here.
We up.
It's time.
We back up.
Let the streets know. Oh, I'm excited for this one. I'm concerned about Coach Lou, though. Coach Lou's out with he's had these back injuries. This like back spasms things. Like it's so bad. Like hope he's all right. Jeff Van Gundy's out for family reasons.
Oh my God.
So this is
B.
Shaw
Shaw,
holding
yeah.
it down. Dante Jones.
Is our guy Bob Schmidt going to be here tonight?
Oh yeah. He said he's
Really?
coming by.
Oh,
I don't know if he knows where to go. I don't think he's been here before.
Bring your oxygen mask, Bob.
He came on with me yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't get to click on it. I'm going to listen to it, though.
We had a good time.
He always does. Best production
I
guy in
love
the business.
He is. He's one of the most creative people. He's one of the people that drew me into 570.
Yeah. No,
His creativity with the promos.
he and I used to do a lot of work together when I worked at Fox Sports Radio. So
He's good people too.
he used to do production stuff for them. Yeah, he's one of the nicest people in this business too. There's not a lot of us. Adam thinks I'm mean, chat. I'm not mean. I brought him a Diet Coke
I said
today.
lean. I didn't say mean. I said lean.
What you said? Bang, Mike Green. Is that what you said? Mike
Bang,
Green? Bang,
bang. What up, Max Vega? Best name ever. It was there. It's yours. I got two. I'm good. I mean, I'll hold on. Do that again. Did you guys see Carlo? Did you guys see that?
Yo, Daniel, what's up?
Gave me the one finger salute.
It was a 1-1 draw. It was a good game. Sounded good on the air, but yeah, 1-1 draw. They were down 1-0. Yeah, they were down 1-0. Yeah, yeah, but San Diego's our biggest rival, and San Diego's pretty good. Yeah. I know. Oh yeah.
She plays for them now?
No, well she did. She retired mid-season last year.
She played for Angel FC?
No, for San Diego.
Oh.
San Diego Wave FC. I do. Yeah. I know. Yeah. And you know what? Like I lived there for 6 years, and they'll support anything San Diego. They will support it. Yeah, no, I kind of do, except for the Padres. I don't really care. Yeah, basically, we pillaged. But the Chargers were in LA first for 1 year, then left for 40-some years, and then came back. I actually missed, and I'm a Charger fan. I actually missed them in San Diego because I'd make a whole weekend out of it. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, even the fan, like it's closer to come to SoFi for me. I save money on hotels and stuff like that, but it's like at the same time, dang.
Chicka. Chat, we up in 3.5. We're starting the show.
I'm not ready.
You see what he does? He's mean.
How am I mean? Just because you got scared right now? Come on, you know better than that. I got you.
I'm still shook from last time without you.
Stop it.
You left us.
Yep, I did.
How could you?
Easy. Money talks, bro. I love y'all. I do. I've given up more Kings games to be here.
Fair enough.
And they pay more too. I said it. This will be my last game, y'all.
That was big, bro. Not me.
Jake McNeil Warner the first, Esquire.
You want to talk about his government name?
That is full government
There
name.
it
I
is.
said it. I own it. Stand on 10 toes down. I said what I said. Yes, the first. I can't make sons, so I have 3 daughters.
My toes aren't down because I'm running. I'm in a gallop right now.
This guy.
I'm running.
He's ready for tonight's matchup, y'all.
It's a big one.
Telling you, Cooper Nation, he's ready. Adam's been nice to me. That's how I know he's ready. He's been nice to me. He gave me a hug when he saw me.
Oh, yeah, well, if you went through what I went through last time.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding.
We'll
David did a good job.
He just got to humble himself a little. That's all.
Who doesn't?
Not me.
I'd say that speaks to it right there.
Wow. Come on. You know I ain't like that, man. Zero ego over here. Confident in my skill set. That always, yeah, that baffles me too, man. It really does.
What is this? These are tomorrow. Here we go, chat. Welcome into Clippers Countdown as your 38-30 LA Clippers welcome in not just a beast from the east, but a man, bear, pig, Leviathan, kraken of a creature as the large and in charge, league-leading 56-11 Cleveland Cavaliers have managed to somehow fit inside the dome tonight with their two towers front court as they go for the one ring to rule them all this season. And the Clippers may be getting them at the wrong time as they just had their second 15-game winning streak broken last time out in a loss at home to Orlando. And so the beast from the east and the man, bear, pig, Leviathan, kraken will be hungry to feed. But the Clippers haven't exactly looked like food for anyone as of late, where they have won 6 of 7 and are starting to create a little bit of buzz themselves after dissecting the Hornets last time out.
That's the Comrex.
James Harden led them with 31 as the Clippers would win by 35 over the Hornets with a final score of 123-88. And Coach Lou post-game talked about how it was a big victory for them, a professional mindset out there that they were showing. Now, tip-off from Intuit Dome is just about 61 minutes away here between the Clippers and the Cavaliers tonight. Coming up, we got B. Shaw on as he's filling in for Coach Lou once again in this ball game. And up next, we'll get to your voice of the Clippers and Carlo Jimenez. I'm Adam Oslins, and you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Comrex just took a dump. This is why we don't need one. That's not my fault.
I guess that was a YouTube exclusive, guys. We're off the air. What's his face music? You're damn right I wrote it. If you're a South Park fan, you know what I'm talking about. What up, Joey? What is this? You think I can read that? Is this a test? Am I at the DMV? He texted me that earlier. That's a hell of a stat from you, man. Hell of a stat. What up, chat? We're trying to get on the air. I don't know what happened. Man, bear, pig, Leviathan, Kraken. That's what this beast from the East is in the Cleveland Cavaliers. What a game for us to lose the connection. No matter. We'll persevere, just like the Clippers.
I'm gonna need more time, homie. It's taking a while.
We got the Clippers and Cavaliers. Just trying to get our radio show back on the air. But you guys can hear me. This is the benefit of the YouTube side. As long as the internet's up, we're good here.
YouTube.
Kind of thought that's how it worked with the internet, with the radio now, but it's not.
Should we start?
We went off the air like. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, we're on YouTube. We can just,
We are. I just want to see where this is headed.
All right, he's gonna come right now. All right. Yeah, keep adding time.
Yeah, how do I do it?
After the time call, the listener line. Try to do it that way. I'm gonna let you go for now. I'm trying to fix it.
Chat, we have to get creative here. We're off the air. Yep. How's this? All right. Okay. Desperate times, ladies and gentlemen. Call for desperate measures. Am I right?
Woohoo! Here we go.
Is this what you always mean when you say, let's go?
Let's go.
On the air, off the air. Radio line, phone line. See.
How many you want?
Welcome back into Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland. This is Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers, as we are just about 56 minutes away from tip-off. Clippers taking on that beast from the East in the Cleveland Cavaliers. And join the show now, is your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. Carlo, how we doing?
Adam, we're doing good. Big game tonight. The Clippers, a litmus test against the Beast, as you mentioned, from the East. I'm excited for this one.
We're also testing just how much we love each other, as we're very much in close proximity right now, trying to make this work. 2 broadcasters, 1 phone is what we got going on here at Intuit Dome at the moment. Let's go back to the game against the Charlotte Hornets. A 35-point victory for the Clippers in that one. Complete domination, but it really started in that first quarter with the bearded wonder, James Harden.
I mean, James Harden just continues to play at an elite level for this Clipper team, Adam. That was, for him, I believe the 10th time this season he's had 15 or more in a quarter for the Clippers, getting it done in the first quarter. He was excellent for that Clipper group, really set the tone. When he's aggressive and getting to the free throw line early, good things happen for this Clipper team. I think he's got 6 free throws in that first quarter, Adam. Great to see him get to the line early and often. That is a key piece of success for the Clippers, and it turned out a big reason why they're able to get that win.
Felt like also Kawhi Leonard really came out just like that final game on the road trip with that defensive intensity. He brought it over from Atlanta. He was playing some of that low man defense at times. He was rotating very well. It's not just what Kawhi's been doing on the offensive end, but defensively he looks more and more like himself.
He does, and he's talked about in his post-game interviews in the locker room that defense is really where his focus is at right now with this team. It's the place he feels like he can help the team most with, and you see it when he's creating steals, guarding up often, Adam being a 4 or switching onto a 5 player on the defensive side of the ball. What's most impressive about Kawhi is that, oftentimes when you're dealing with lower body injuries, it is the defense that can sometimes be the first thing to go. He has not lost a step on the defensive end.
Clippers almost had a triple-double from Ivica Zubac. Would have been the first of his career, and they would have gotten it had the game been a little bit closer and he got to play in the fourth quarter. But you'll take the victory over the individual accolades. We know that. Still good to see Big Zoo continue to improve with his passing with those 8 assists out there.
I mean, just so incredible to think about the player he was when he got to the Clippers. A lot of people said, Adam, forget passing. He couldn't catch the ball. Now he is assisting everyone on the floor. 8 assists in that game. He said he was most proud of that number post-game with Lauren Rosen. But Ivica Zubac just doesn't look sped up by these doubles at all. He's really never been doubled in his career, Adam. And now for the first time here with the Clippers, facing double teams and being able to either attack or find a cutter. The Clippers doing a good job cutting around him. The evolution of Ivica Zubac, it was joked with him post-game, is this the start of your Jokic era? And no, I don't think Ivica Zubac will ever be Nikola Jokic, but that passing ability really is the next step for him, and we got a glimpse of it in the last game.
Somebody else who's tough to double because he can fly amongst the trees would be Derek Jones Jr. He caught a couple of lobs out there. The way he's able to slash to the rim and avoid defenders out there, he is a guy who can slither through and snake the screen a little bit and just find different ways to make an impact with that verticality threat that they have with him.
And he's been doing a lot more of that this second half of the season, Adam. A lot less threes from Derek Jones Jr. His efficiency has risen because of it, and he just is running angles, finding cuts, being so impressive at being able to play with somebody like James Harden. Really what he learned in his time with Dallas and playing with Luka Doncic, he's now translating that to another elite Hall of Fame point guard in James Harden, getting assists, getting downhill, and being in the pockets where James can find him the ball. The best part about Derek Jones Jr., Adam, is he does all of the offensive stuff, but it's really his defense that the Clippers brought him here for. Every time he scores, it's gravy on top of the potatoes for the Clippers, and he's showing that ability that he can do it on a more consistent level every single time on the floor.
Clippers tonight, still at Intuit Dome in this homestand, and they're taking on the team with the best record in the league in the 56-11 Cleveland Cavaliers. Tip-off is just about 52 minutes away. Coming up next, Carlo's got his one-on-one conversation with your fill-in head coach tonight, Brian Shaw. I'm Adam Osland, and this is the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. How's it sound? Is it working? It's just good enough? Cool. Just let me know when we're coming back into segments. Not hearing the super well.
What up, chat? Not able to connect right now from Intuit Dome, so we're calling in, doing it from our phone line. Doesn't really change for you guys on the YouTube side. Appreciate the love, Shar. What up? Why not? Whatever it takes, Stay ready. Thank you. Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just about 49 minutes away. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Moslin. This is the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. Still to come, we'll go back in time in Clippers Rewind, but first we head back over to your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. Thank you. This is the first chat. We haven't had an issue before like this. I feel like Rob Waller here holding the mic. Obviously shot from the phone is held up well. Lucky I came in full charge. Is my cousin Mike coming to the game? The Warriors game? Cousin Mike's a big Warriors fan. Bob Smith's going to be here, who I interviewed yesterday. Here at the Pro Pod. Just hope we can get on by the time Pregame starts. One of those times where I really wish I had my full hearing.
Welcome to Intuit Dome, home of the LA Clippers and world-class entertainment in Southern California. Before your show begins, we'd like you to know that your safety is our #1 priority. We prepared a short video
Chill,
to walk you
rugby,
through
chill.
our evacuation process in case of emergency. Please pay close attention and familiarize yourself with the following guidelines. Intuit Dome is equipped with multiple emergency exits located throughout the arena. These exits are clearly marked with illuminated exit signs. Take a moment to locate the nearest exit to your seat. Floor and club level fans will make their way up and down the aisles and through the portals on the main level. Terrace, halo loft, and suite level fans should take the nearest emergency stairwell down to the main level. Elevators and escalators will not be in use. We ask all fans to exit into a dome on the main level. Emergency exit stairwells are located in each of the 4 quadrants of the building. If you need mobility or wheelchair assistance, please notify your
There was B. Shaw pregame with Carlo Jimenez as we get set for the Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just 44 minutes away. Coming up next, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
further instructions. Follow their directions promptly and stay together with your group. In case of a minor injury, we have trained medical team members stationed on the floor, main, and terrace levels, equipped to handle emergency.
Are they just telling you what to do in case of emergency?
Yeah, this is on every game. I just don't have a headset on.
Man, I've never heard this emergency PSA report, guys. I'm like, are we supposed to leave? We got enough problems right now.
We appreciate your awareness of the surroundings. in case
Everything's
of
good.
emergency.
We're all fine
Enjoy the
here.
show,
How are you?
and welcome to Intuit Dome.
Got you on camera. Got you on camera. Well, hello there. I don't like good girls. I need them on. Are you shy? You shy? Really? Let's see how close we can get in on it. No, I got angles. You think I only got one camera?
I hear the commercials better now.
How's your day so far? You can talk to us. Is she good? I think we're gonna get a little closer. Look, another angle right there. See, look.
You do something, Daniel, I can definitely hear the commercials now.
We have one more angle for you. Look at that. We got another angle for you. You okay? You didn't expect that when you got in here, huh? Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna wear this hat, I'm gonna wear this jacket, with this blend in. No, you're standing out. There you go. All right, we're done. Give us a wave. We may come back though. What's up, buddy?
Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers here at Intuit Dome as we are just about 42 minutes away from tip-off. Welcome back in. This is Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Oslin. If you're listening on the radio side, we appreciate you putting up with some technical difficulties as we work through it here on the phone line. You can also be watching at Clippers Talk on YouTube. Coming up, we'll get your player to watch. But first, we're going back in time in Clippers Rewind, but not too far back. Just about 2.5 years back to November 7th of 2022. Black Adam was at the top of the box office. Hey, I'm White Adam. Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift was #1 on the Billboard charts, and the Clippers were down late at crypto to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Give us a wave.
The Clippers were down 13 with 5 minutes left and ended the game on a 21-6 run. Thanks to Norman Powell being aggressive late. Paul George helped as well. They would go on to win 119-117 here in Los Angeles against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was back in 2022. Last year, they came back down 26 against the Cavs in LA. So they have had good luck and have fared well against them in Southern California, where they are tonight. Now at Intuit Dome. Tip-off just 40 minutes away. Clippers and Cavs. And up next, your player to watch right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Bad cord?
Not the cord.
What?
Yeah, we're there, bro. Sorry, they don't have effects up right now. Yeah, man. It's all good. Thanks for your patience, man. And
Let the streets know we're back up.
we're back up. We're back up for real, for real.
For real, for real? Did we get any of the pregame intro in, or as soon as we went up, I just wasn't there for you? That's funny. Oh, thank you. I just wanted to see how awkward the ending was. It's good to go through an emergency situation once in a while.
Keeps us humble.
We did it.
Yeah.
Clippers and Cleveland Cavaliers tipping off just 38 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. It's Clippers Countdown. I'm Adam Osland, back in HD on the AM radio side. No, it still sounds pretty darn good. You could also be listening at Clippers Talk on the YouTube side. Appreciate you, Clipper Nation, as people continue to file in here at Intuit Dome. Clippers taking on the 56-11 Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. Coming up, we'll have Lauren Rosen on, but first, tonight, I'm doubling up. Once again, I'm watching Norman Powell, who did struggle with his shot last time out against the Charlotte Hornets. It was his first game back. Remember, he had only played 9 minutes post All-Star break before the game on Sunday, and the Clippers' 35-point victory over the Charlotte Hornets. Really struggled, didn't start the second half. They had him out there with different lineups eventually. He got some shots to fall. Just want to see how much carryover there is from Norman Powell, because tonight, obviously, they're taking on much stiffer competition in the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the hope is that he knocked off some of that rust that is necessary to knock off when you come back after being out for a significant period of time, as he was with that hamstring injury. So Norman Powell, just want to see him get a couple of shots to go early in the first quarter, and then I think he'll be cooking from there. They need him. Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tip-off is just 36 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Up next, your injury report, and then Lauren Rosen right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a loss not having your head coach and your defensive coordinator in this case, and Jeff Van Gundy. Jake, do you mind turning down the return a little bit? Do you mind turning down the return? Do you mind turning down the return from 570 a little bit? Return from 570 down a little bit. Thank you.
Hey, Clipper Nation, you know our guys will be back in action this Friday, March 21st. We'll be taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Tip-off 7:30 p.m. Doors open at 6. You can get your tickets at clippers.com/tickets or Ticketmaster. Jersey sale. Shop City Edition jersey $99 for adults, $55 for youth, exclusively online at clippershq.com.
Big tests all week long. Huge test for this Clippers team.
James Harden Compliment Night is coming up April 4th. Get your tickets for our game against the Mavs and be among the first 10,000 fans in attendance to score unlimited.
Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers here at Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just 33 minutes away. Welcome back. I'm Adam Moslin. This is the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. Coming up in our Media Roundtable segment, we got your courtside reporter and Lauren Rosen on. But first, let's get to that injury report brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, download the app today and use code KLAC to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, Evan Mobley questionable. Looks like it'll be a game time decision, but I'm watching him go through a pregame workout right now. And yeah, he's got a sweat. He's got a lather going out there. So I'm assuming he's going to play back in Southern California. We shall see. For the Clippers, they are relatively healthy in this one outside of Jordan Miller being out with a left hamstring injury. But everybody else ready to go tonight. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Coming up next in our Media Roundtable segment, it is the return of Lauren Rosen, your courtside reporter here, live at Intuit Dome as we get set for the Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers as we are just 32 minutes away from tip-off. I'm Adam Osland, and this is your Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. Lauren, did they announce that Evan Mobley is going to go? Did you hear anything?
There was no formal announcement yet.
Okay.
But it could drop like right now.
Chad, you're wildin'. Lauren Rosen said it's not announced yet.
I mean, not that I saw.
Was that Daniel?
Here we go. He's good.
He's
good.
playing? All right, so fully loaded Cleveland Cavaliers team. Just happened.
I know.
Big bro. I told him to turn up Lauren's mic. Turn mine down, damn it. No one wants to hear this. Fully loaded Cleveland Cavaliers team, a true test for the Clippers tonight, Clipper Nation.
It's true.
Outside of not having, Coach Lou and Jeff Van Gundy, which is a big loss.
Yeah.
Family issue going on.
Say hi.
Zoo will have his hands full.
No coaches tonight. It's brutal. That matters.
What did he say? He gave a more detailed answer about the back injury earlier?
Back and shoulder. It's just been bothering him. They're
It's
trying
like
to get
a-
to the bottom of it.
Spasms, flare up.
Sad.
That's a little scary.
Ty is too young
Yeah.
to be having these issues.
He'll be FaceTiming. Don't worry, guys.
It's true. Confirmed.
We have Precious Mitchell from ICF Public Charter School. And we have Hassan Wells from Harmony.
Clippers and Cleveland Cavaliers tipping off just about 30 minutes from now here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back in. I'm Adam Moslem. This is the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown, now back in HD. And thank goodness for that. The sound quality is here for you. And so is your courtside reporter, Lauren Rosen. Follow her at Lauren M. Rosen on X, on Twitter, on what does Bill Belichick say? Snap, face. Okay.
TikTok. Follow me on
Instagram.
TikTok.
TikTok
I'm
is the
trying to be
one.
like Carlo.
Okay, not easy, but yes, attainable. It can be done. Carlo is a master with his editing. I don't know how the guy does it. Complete magician. All right, Lauren, thanks for doing this once again here on Clippers Countdown.
Thrilled to be here as usual, Adam. Really looking forward to this one. I know a lot of folks are. This is sort of one of the matchups that maybe you didn't circle on your calendar prior to the season beginning, but as soon as the season got about 2 weeks in and the Cavs were able to rip off that 15-0 start, you have to circle this matchup in the modern NBA.
Yeah, they get your attention real quick after having, I think, a couple of 15-game winning streaks this season. They just lost their last game to Orlando, of course, which makes them even more dangerous. You expect them to try to bounce back. But before we get to them, I do want to go back to last game. You were courtside, post-game, speaking with Ivica Zubac after he almost went for his first triple-double in the NBA. He had 8 assists and didn't even play in the fourth quarter. It was good to see because we've talked so much about how he's improved in that area with his passing, with his playmaking, with specifically passing out all those double teams. And, you know, if the game was a little bit closer, he would have gotten his first triple-double. But what was his, I guess, demeanor overall to you? Because he had a certain glow to him. He had some pride out there knowing that he could contribute in every way.
Absolutely. And he totally deserved the attention that I guess he finally got. Somehow it took a near triple-double to give that man some respect this season. Adam, he's been fantastic all year long. That assist number has ticked up. It's pretty common to see him have 4 or 5 a game, which is up. And then, of course, to go with 8 assists before that fourth quarter that he did not have to play in because the Clippers had such a handle on the game itself. You know he would have gotten those last 2. And to answer your question about his demeanor, what I like about Zoo is he'll give it to you straight. You knew he was proud of himself. And he said, I was excited to show off this skill set that maybe hasn't been part of my calling card in the past. And I love that he admitted that he did have a couple turnovers there at the end of the third quarter. And maybe those were a result of trying a little too hard to get that triple-double. But listen, Adam, I was in the huddles as well, and these guys wanted it for him. They wanted it so badly. So I don't know if it'll be tonight. I don't know if it'll be this season, but an Ivica Zubac's triple-double is on the way.
Maybe the James Harden passing effect, it's rubbing off on him just by osmosis. He's becoming a better passer, too. Speaking of, I know we key in on him every time you come on because you've known him since Philly, but you talked with him after the Atlanta game, I believe, James Harden, after another stellar performance, and he's been averaging 29 over the last 8 games. And you kind of asked him, how are you doing this still? Because there was a point just a couple of weeks ago where we thought, is he hitting the wall because he's had to play so many minutes? And now all of a sudden he's playing his best basketball of the season. I don't know how he's doing this.
There is no wall with James Harden, except for the wall, of course, here at Intuit Dome. James has been spectacular, and it has been methodical. I remember asking him when the team took one of its first road trips of the season. We were in Oklahoma City. We had a shoot-around before the first, or before that first matchup with Oklahoma City. And I said to him, like, what's changed? What's different? His demeanor in our time apart changed a little bit. And he said, you know what, I'm taking this season so seriously. And keep in mind, back then, there was no Kawhi. The sort of national narrative surrounding the Clippers wasn't exactly friendly going into the season. There was question about whether or not letting Paul George go was the right move. And of course, history looks fondly upon the Clippers and all the decisions that they've made leading up to this season. But at the time, James Harden knew that there was going to be a lot of pressure on him. There was a ton of responsibility. He wanted to embrace it. And he told me, I'm going to sleep 9 hours a night this season. That was what he said. He set a goal for himself to sleep 9 hours a night, which for anyone is a challenge. But you have to keep in mind, when you think of James Harden, you think of fanfare for sure. And he lives this exciting life for sure. But you also have to think about on a human level. When we travel on the road as an NBA team, you're getting into cities sometimes at 3 a.m. This is what happened the night that the team arrived in Miami. We arrived, I want to say, around 3 a.m. He told me this is, of course, 4 months after he set that goal for himself, the hours of sleep goal. He went to bed at 4. He woke up at 1.
Ooh,
he's in Miami.
He's committed
That's
to it.
9 hours of sleep. And sure enough, how well did he play that night? So seeing someone set a very human goal of getting more sleep, because you don't have to be an NBA player to know that you can maximize your performance at whatever you do by getting more sleep. Seeing him do it, stick with it, and have these results be what they have been. And of course, there's tons of other stuff he's doing. He's rehabbing. He's making sure his body is correct. He's making sure he's getting as much time on the court as he can, keeping in mind how much stress is on his body. But he has done these little things on the margins here as his career advances to take it more seriously in so many different areas. And I'm so happy for him to see. That's a long-winded way of saying, listen, he made some changes to his life, and I'm so happy for him because it really has paid off in such a big way that I can totally relate to, Adam. I'm a big 9 hours of sleep girl myself, so he was inspiring and validating to me.
I'm trying, but Clippers talk after dark is always keeping me up for some reason. The people in the chat here won't let me sleep, as you can tell here. Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. We're 23 minutes away from tip-off. Something that was said post-game in the locker room on Sunday that perked my ears up and raised a little bit of an eyebrow. I thought it was interesting what Kawhi Leonard was talking about. I don't know if you were right next to him, asked one of the questions, but he mentioned how it seemed like he's trying to fit in to how this Clippers team has been playing throughout the majority of the season instead of disrupting that and making everybody kind of fit in around him. How did you interpret it?
I think your read is accurate, Adam. I think he came into an environment that was a winning environment without him, ahead of Kawhi Leonard's return, ahead of one of the best guys to play this game right now, offensively and defensively. The Clippers' offense and defense looked pretty darn good. So for him to come in and have the humility to understand, okay, I'm going to fit myself into the system that they've created. And then to add on to it, I'm also going to be Kawhi Leonard. And when I need to, I'm going to take the game in my hands. We saw it in this building not too long ago. He's able to both fit into the system and stand out and use his unique characteristics that only Kawhi Leonard has when he needs to. So it's, for me, what I took from his comments, I think he's trying to figure out how to do both, how to be a part of a system that is working and how to be Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and the system being James Harden playing next to him.
You saw what I did there?
Oh, I picked up on that. That was well done. That was very well done. And Kawhi is averaging 20 shot attempts per game over his last 7 games in March. So it's not like he's necessarily taking this huge backseat. Like Lauren said, I think he's trying to bring out the best of both worlds and kind of blend in while still being himself. So the Clippers tonight taking on this Cleveland Cavaliers team, a beast from the East that has been exceptional this season. As you mentioned, I don't know if anybody expected them to be this good where they're doing historic stuff in this regular season. What does this week and this game tonight mean for this Clippers team? Because it feels like the gauntlet is here and they really have a chance to prove themselves.
Well, the team is rolling, which is a good thing. You want to see great opponents when you're playing great basketball. So this, of course, is a wonderful test for a Clippers team that has been rattling off victories. One of the toughest strengths of schedule in the league all season, by the way, had the Clippers. And how does that work out? Well, the West is much stronger than the East. And of course, sometimes you play teams 4 times, sometimes you play them 3 times. The Clippers drew some really good teams 4 times instead of 3. So I had to teach myself that. How does the strength of schedule stay so hard all season long instead of evening out at some point? But the Clippers have had a really tough strength of schedule. So I don't imagine that they're going to be truly shocked by facing one of the great opponents in the league this season. But I know they're going to use it as a test. They're going to use it as a test while fully healthy, which is a huge deal for them, right? They haven't had their full complement of players when they come up against these great teams. So that's exciting. I know they're happy that the Cavs are healthy as well because it's a great test to understand where do you stack up. I know the Cavs are taking this one seriously as well. The Clippers have garnered a ton of respect around the league. So I think we're going to have a good one tonight, Adam. I can't tell you who's going to come out on top, but I think it's going to be a super competitive matchup.
Well, there's something you are going to have to tell me here. Your player to watch in this one. I've already chosen Norman Powell, so he's off the board. Take someone else off the board. So Carlo Jimenez, he gets whoever is left here. He gets third choice. Lauren, you get second at least.
I'm going to go Big Zoo.
Ooh.
We just got the Evan Mobley news. We know that the Clippers and the Cavs are going to have their big men available this evening, and Big Zoo has been so fantastic all season long. I think for him, on a night where maybe more eyeballs are on the Clippers, this is a great opportunity to prove that he really has become one of this league's premier big men. He's done it all season long, but I do think people are starting to pay attention, perhaps because of the 8 assists the other night. I don't know why that's what you need to do. It was funny. He was asked post-game, is this sort of the start of your Jokic arc? And he laughed. The two, of course, are great friends. We will see. I don't know if that's what we expect out of Big Zoo this evening, but I still think despite the Cavs being healthy as well, Zoo has an advantage against the post play of Cleveland. And on nights where he's had an advantage, he's been pretty impossible to stop. So I like his shot, and I think that any night that Big Zoo has a great game so far this season has been a great night for the Clippers.
We got a good one tonight, Clipper Nation. Here at Intuit Dome, Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. She's your courtside reporter in Lauren Rosen. Follow her at Lauren M. Rosen, especially on TikTok.
Especially. Yep. I'm coming for Carlo's throne.
Yes, that's what we need. Get in there, chat. Follow her immediately right now. She's got to surpass Carlo by the end of the night.
Okay, well, let's all relax now. Adam, thank you so much. Carlo, I'm a huge fan of yours if you're listening, and hope to be back with you soon.
I'm a moderate fan of Carlos. Carlo is coming up in just a little bit. Lauren, thank you so much. Clippers and Cavs tip-off 18 minutes away here at Intuit Dome, and up next, we'll get to an NBA out-of-town scoreboard right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Lauren took my player to watch. Cheater.
He's say it again, Carlo.
What'd you say? Well, then come on earlier next time. Sorry.
Carlo just got bodied
Got him.
again.
So what does chat do during the breaks? They just talk to each other? Okay, chat, I'm back with y'all. I'm going to be watching.
Chat, you got anything else? Lauren's still here. If you got questions, you got answers. Hurry.
They're like, no.
There is a little bit of a delay. So, like,
No, it's okay. They've had enough of me.
oh, they said, Lauren, brilliant analysis, as always.
I don't know if it was brilliant.
Oh, someone picked
yeah,
up on
they
the
got my
burn.
Is
my
this
burn, my
Clipper
burn.
stock in break?
This podcast.
What is
only
going on
allows
over
great
here?
haircuts. How's Carlo getting on then?
Wow.
Just playing. Just
What is
playing.
going on? What is going on over here? What is going on? Is this Clipper stock in breaks?
Oh, Clippers talk after dark started early. I think.
Yeah,
It's
what
uncut.
What if Clipper stock
Clippers
uncut?
talk raw.
Clipper stock. Lauren takes my player to watch.
You didn't tell me.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I literally chose live. There were so many great
It's all good. Just gonna cry myself to sleep. It's okay.
Poor Carlo's going to have to go with James Harden or Kawhi Leonard.
No, you
What
can't
could he
pick James
possibly
Harden or
talk
Kawhi
about?
Leonard. That's part of the rules. You can't
Why?
pick James or Kawhi.
I mean, I can,
Why
but
not?
That's just the rules.
it's
Because it's too easy. It's too easy.
Yeah.
You could pick them every night.
Okay, pick one of the key defenders that's going to have their hands full this evening.
I hear
Carlo.
Chris Dunn is starting, huh?
He is.
How about
He
that,
is.
Carlo?
Chris Dunn starting. Dun dun dun.
Pick B. Shaw.
Yeah. Think outside the box, my man.
Shoot.
What's my favorite Intuit Dome food? I'm so glad you asked. It's going to have to be the pretzels for me.
I haven't had 'em yet.
Ooh. Have you had the churros?
Do they have? Is there a select mustard and nacho cheese type condiment
You know
section?
what?
or-
The pretzels are so good that they don't need a condiment.
Okay, I stand corrected.
I'm a Intuit pretzel evangelist.
All right, I will give him a shot.
Carlo doesn't know what any of them taste like because he's so busy eating healthy all the time.
All right, I gotta
Catching
pay some
strays.
bills here.
I had a pretzel last
Guys,
game.
Say goodbye to Lauren and say hello to Clippers and Cavaliers as we are just about 16 minutes away from tip-off here at Intuit Dome. I'm Adam Osland. Coming up, it's back to Carlo Jimenez here on Clippers Countdown, the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. And right now, let's get to that NBA out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Toyota's electrified lineup, including hybrids, plug-in hybrids, all electrics, and even fuel cell electric vehicles. So you can choose exactly the type you need for your lifestyle. We make it easy. Earlier, the Boston Celtics would win at home 104-96 over the Brooklyn Nets, thanks to 25 from the Unicorn, Kristaps Porzingis, plus 13 boards and 3 blocks. Hawks, winners in Charlotte over the Hornets, 134-102. Trae Young with 31, 8 assists, and 3 steals in the victory. And early on in Golden State, who does not have Steph Curry tonight, but they're still leading 12-6 with 8 minutes left in the first quarter over the Milwaukee Bucks. If you're wondering about the standings implications, yes, you're rooting for the Milwaukee Bucks in that ball game. Coming up next, back to Carlo Jimenez as we get set for the Clippers taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the biggest games of the season. Here at Intuit Dome, you're listening to the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
Jake, since Lauren's deaf, can you turn everything down for me? Oh, I can do it? Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Thank you so much.
Check,
Joey
check.
has great hearing. That headset's so low. Like I think your hearing is really good because it's not very loud. I feel like it's just part of the life cycle of a broadcaster, you just slowly.
It's going to be weird asking Jake to turn something down on Friday when he's not here.
After the conversation I had, I think you guys will be just fine on Friday.
Wait.
Put it at that.
What happened?
I said, after the conversation I just had on the phone, you guys will be just fine on Friday.
Oh.
Lay down the law.
Job's on the line, cuz. Show up and show out or get going.
Let it be known, I didn't even say anything.
I totally blame Blackmore, dude. I blame Blackmore for it.
I'm not blaming anyone. Things happen.
Well, no.
You should have seen this guy. He was like this the whole time.
You weren't even here yet. You walked up for I got 5 minutes till my segment, right? I did not. Joey was here. Joey, did I look like that with what happened to start?
Yeah, he did.
I did not. You weren't even here yet. Actually, we can look. There is video evidence.
No.
It was recorded on YouTube.
I want to see it.
The video's only on you narcissist.
Well, I'm the one being accused of making a sad face or whatever.
You always make a sad face.
Being angry.
You
I
are.
was extremely kind.
I wish I could get that treatment.
Hey, turn up your. I can't hear you very well.
You can hear me
Which normally
fine.
I'm good with, but
No, I'm with that. I'm with him on that one. It's hard to hear you. No.
Clippers and Cavs tipping off just 12 minutes from now here at Intuit Dome. Welcome back. I'm Adam Moslin. This is the official pregame show of your LA Clippers. It's Clippers Countdown. Thanks again to Lauren Rosen for joining us a little bit earlier. Now, back on the show, it's your radio voice of the Clippers in Carlo Jimenez. All right, Carlo. Should we be more concerned that the Cleveland Cavaliers are coming off a loss against the Orlando Magic after winning 16 straight? Is this a team that likes to bounce back immediately?
Adam, surprisingly enough, they do have, and Joey Kimball, our statistician, who you can see on the YouTube side, he did let us know that they've lost back-to-back games a couple times this season, lost back-to-back games against the Atlanta Hawks, and dropped 3 in a row earlier this year in a stretch that was the Rockets, the Sixers, and the Rockets. Thank you.
I just wanted to, we're on the same page, my guy.
We're definitely on the same page. I mean, I'm glad. It would have been awkward if you said a different team.
Sharing the same brain.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go.
do. We do. Great minds think alike.
Mediocre ones with me. So this is a team that has had actually, because we were wondering if they've lost 2 games in a row this season. They have lost 2 games in a row and actually 3 games in a row at one point.
They have. So this is not a team that seems necessarily fueled by those losses. And even if you listened and watched any of the post-game press conferences from their game in Orlando, Adam, it didn't felt like they played overly poorly or frustrated with themselves. The group really, the message from Donovan Mitchell, their leader, was, look, this is it's a loss. We learn from it. We have to not turn the ball over as much and knock down more shots. And another note from Joey, our statistician, every team that has beaten this Cavs team has shot equal field goal percentage-wise or greater. So in that game, that's how it kind of played out with the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, Cleveland was just 10 of 40 from the outside in that ball game. Teams have been shooting poorly as of late against the Clippers, surprisingly, after a stretch where it seemed like everybody couldn't miss against them, including a game against the Pelicans, which is their lone loss, as they have won 6 of the last 7. But we talked about him a little bit earlier and talked about it with Lauren Rosen. Ivica Zubac really showing off the well-rounded game, coming into a game against Evan Mobley, yes, is playing. The Twin Towers with him and Jared Allen. You hope that's a little bit of a confidence boost for Big Zoo coming off the 8-assist ball game, his career high on Sunday against Charlotte, because he is going to be tested with his passing in this one, because if those two guys double him, he may actually have to give it up for sure.
You're right, Adam. Those are very two tall guys inside. You asked me, will this Cleveland team be getting up after a loss? I can't confirm that, but I do know Ivica Zubac gets up when he plays other star players around the league. You think about the games against Jaren Jackson Jr., against Victor Wembanyama, against Bam Adebayo, against Anthony Davis. Ivica Zubac has stepped up his play every single time he plays a big that might be considered around his skill set in the NBA or better. I would not be surprised if he is extra aggressive and ready to get going against this very, very elite Cleveland defense with those tall big men underneath. Big Zoo is the key piece for this Clipper team on the offensive end. He helps them play inside out. We'll see if he can have that same sort of effectiveness. I talked to you last game about how only Giannis had made more shots in the restricted area than Ivica Zubac. Well, Evan Mobley is third on that list. So two of the top guys at scoring in the restricted area going at it tonight.
Ivica Zubac was also Lauren Rosen's player of the game, player to watch. Now, I have Norman Powell in back-to-back games here. I'm looking for a bounce back from him. Who are you going with in your player to watch tonight, Carlo?
Well, first, I'd say, Adam, I respect the doubling down. I know it's hard to do, but I like it.
I feel like you've done it recently.
I did do it recently. How'd it
work out?
It went really well.
Okay.
Great. So
Same for me then tonight. All right.
Now, all I passed was respect. It seems like I'm getting a lot of attitude over here. I don't know.
No, I always respect your pick, and I'm just waiting with bated breath to get that pick from you.
Yeah, well, you should be because a big one.
Ooh.
I'm going Ben Simmons.
Wow.
Ben Simmons is my player to watch.
Do you think they run some small ball against this big Cleveland Cavaliers team with Ben Simmons out there playing backup 5 and some of that point center, Carlo? Is that possible?
I think it is possible, Adam. I think it's definitely possible. He's somebody who's going to have to push the pace. There's a Cleveland team in their losses, Adam. They allow about 5 more transition points per game in those 11 losses. So if the Clippers can get out and run, kind of push the pace against this Cleveland team and get easy buckets on the offensive end, they're going to have a lot of success against the Cavaliers.
So Ben Simmons, your player to watch. I think also Big Brother Jake Warner called him a little bit earlier today, but that's cool. We'll let you guys share on that one. Clippers take it on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tip-off is 7 minutes away here at Intuit Dome. Coming up next, your keys to victory right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network.
I just got the greatest.
Chill, bro. We're live.
On
We're
God,
live, bro.
on God,
Chill, bro.
On God, Bartley's coming back permanently.
Chill.
I'm just
Permanent.
I'm taking a vacation, dude. I'm done. I'm done.
You don't like sharing your player to watch with Carlo? Is that what you're upset about?
You know, I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry, Los Angeles Clippers. I never have liked that man. I don't like that man. And I would never.
Chill.
I wouldn't pick him with 3 guns to my head.
Do you know that Ben Simmons has 35 assists to 2 turnovers as a Clipper?
What? I'm sorry, 35 assists in 35 games? What?
No, in 5
my
games.
bad. Oh, okay.
Carlo.
That changes everything for me.
No,
he's been great.
It was a legit player to watch pick. I think if he can push the pace and play defense, they could win this game.
I like what you were spitting with those transition points.
Yeah. I just didn't know so much uproar would happen to my left.
Guys, we have to convert Big Brother Jake Warner.
He's gonna prove. All right. What if he plays? What if he plays player to watch? Like, will you become a fan?
I'll tell you this much. If he scores 25 or more points
come
tonight.
on.
No, shut up and listen. 25 or more points. 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
He probably hasn't done that since 2018.
I will pick him as my player to watch every single game as long as he's a Clipper. Guaranteed.
My guys ask, did you not hear 35 assists to 2 turnovers? Am I wrong, Joey?
25 points, 5 boards, 5 assists.
I might be off by
Permanent player to
one,
watch.
but I think it's 35-2.
I don't know what.
32-2. That's a hell of an assist to turnover ratio, my man.
I leave a couple games and all hell breaks loose here.
No, that was a great pick.
Hell broke loose today with you.
That wasn't my fault. I could blame people, but I'll get fired for who I blame.
This is one of the wildest pregame shows, behind the scenes chat ever.
Hey, but did I get us
I'm
back?
gonna have to delete this episode.
Did I get us back on the air though?
Somebody did. I don't know who did.
Wow, Daniel, you're my friend. I'm not talking to anybody here. Joey, you can get it too for no reason. You're just friendly fire.
Clippers and Cavaliers from Intuit Dome. Tip-off is just 4.5 minutes away. Let's get to your keys to victory. The Clippers are taking on not just a good offense, not just a great offense, a historically great offense with the Cleveland Cavaliers in this one. They have an offensive rating of 121. That means the Clippers defense, they have to be locked in from the opening tip. You can't ease your way into this ball game. Hit first, make sure that physicality is present out there. And sometimes your best defense is a good offense. Don't settle for three-pointers. Attack. The last couple of games, the Clippers have taken less threes out there. They have shot a high percentage, but less volume overall. I want to see them do the hard work and get to the rim. It's not easy against Evan Mobley, against Jared Allen, but you have to make those guys work. All right, here we go. It's Carlo Jimenez on the call. Clippers and Cavs from Intuit Dome, and tip-off is coming up next right here on the Los Angeles Clippers Audio Network. All right, chat. Love y'all. We'll be back here post-game, hopefully after a victory.
Woo!
Hopefully Jake chills. But he has no chills, so that's not happening.